Hi everybody, it's GK here, and today I'm going to make a video because I'm getting a lot of people talking to me about their stream experience and how they're building their business. Right behind me there, you can see all the awards I've won in stream. Pretty exciting. A lot of people think I'm an overnight success, but what they don't see is the work that I put behind the scenes when I'm not on stage. And what I want to talk to you about today is, guys, see those awards there? I wanted to quit this business 2 times. 2 times I was discouraged, and I told myself this is not for me. And both of those times, thankfully, I talked myself out of it because of being around positive influences in the business who kept me in the game. And what I want to let you guys know is that a lot of you will text me or call me or email me and say, hey, I'm not having any success. My team isn't growing. Nobody's doing anything. I mean, I hear all these things about your team. But what I want you to understand is, first and foremost, your team will follow what you do. If you go to meetings, your team will go to meetings. If you get on webinars, your team will get on webinars. If you get on calls, your team will get on calls. But even with that being said, there's times where you do all that and your team still won't do anything. And what I want to do today is I want to tell you my history so you can understand what I went through. Guys, I sponsored 9 people in my director code back when we had to go and get 12 associates. Out of those 9, 7 got qualified. That's it. That's all they ever did. The other 2 actually completed their quick start and built a small team, but they both faded out. Then I got to managing director. Between my mom and I and her best friend, we sponsored a combination of 16 people ourselves. Out of those 16 people, a few went in, and I ended up getting promoted to senior director. But would you believe that entire MD code did absolutely nothing for about a year? A year later, somebody showed up and actually started running with that business, and another associate started running with the business, okay? So to that point, now, I had nothing going on. I want you to understand something. When you talk about a runner, my first runner came in January of 2012, 6 months after I was in the business. For the first 6 months, I was a one-man show. I made all my own money, and I just kept prospecting, and I kept building my team, but there was nobody doing anything. And I kept saying to myself, somebody's going to do something sooner or later. There has to be, okay? Has to be somebody who thinks like me. So guys, I was at 199 business partners before I found a runner. So if you're less than 199, I don't want to hear about it. If you have a team of 10, 20, 50, 100, it's not enough people. You got to keep building. And as long as you keep making steps every quarter to improve yourself, you're fine. Okay, and when I went senior director is when I got most of my runners. The energy, the universe, everything worked out in my favor because at that point I was seasoned. I was in for 6 months. I watched tons of videos, started reading books, started being more confident, had some checks to show. And there was people out there that I was running into, and I had a different aura about myself than I had 6 months earlier. So I want you to understand that you have to look at the bright side. You can't look at the dark side, okay? I can sit here right now as a top 25 money earner and say to you, I'm frustrated. Because you know what? I sponsored 23 people last year, guys, 23. And not one has even gotten to MD. How do I feel? Here I am, a top network marketer with coaching ability, mentor ability, and I can't even get one of my 23 to get to MD. I had a bad year, okay? How do I feel if there's a new position? Okay, I'm an ED, top 25 PD, and now there's something called ND. Do I feel demoted? Maybe, okay? Do I feel like, wow, I worked so hard, I broke all the records in the company, I got a Mercedes, I get travel allowance, and now I gotta go and become an ND after I've proven myself for 3 years? I don't look at it that way. I look at it as, okay, you know what? God wants me to be challenged, okay? There's a reason why that's happening. Maybe I'm not as good as I am. Maybe I can get better. Maybe I can become a better version of GK. Maybe I'm not where I need to be in life. Maybe this is what I need as a challenge. Maybe it'll reawaken me. Maybe it'll help me change more lives. There's a reason for it. But I'm not going to dwell on the fact that I'm not the top anymore. I'm going to dwell on the fact that, hey, I need to get to the top. Guys, you can look at things 2 ways. Okay? If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Try to always look at the positive. Okay? If you just promoted to MD and you have no MD team, it's okay. At least you got to MD. You're better than where you were a year ago. 80% of people will actually fail in this business. They'll quit. They can't make it. It's a tough business. It's simple, but it's tough. And it's tough because you got to have thick skin and you got to have a heart of a lion. And that's all you need. And if you don't have those 2 things, you're out. It's not about how smart you are, about how you look, or about nothing. It's about what you have in here. And if you can take it in here and keep getting knocked down and get back up. That's all it is. Just get knocked back down and get back up, guys. I'm pumped. I'm excited. I need you guys to be here with me in 2016. If you want to be successful, listen to my next video in January of 2016. If you're listening to that video, that means you're being successful, guys. I want all of you to have as much success as I've had. It's tough for me sometimes too. I have good days and bad days. Network marketing is a roller coaster ride. There's going to be some really, really dark days in this business, some painful days. But the good ones are better than any other day I've ever experienced. Guys, have a great day and let's make it count.